Hi everyone, how's it going? This is Lorena and I really like to talk about human genetics, and I've been interested in human genetics like forever. For many years that I've heard about this DNA testing where they say kind of the heritage that you have, your DNA heritage. I was really interested in this and I really wanted to take this test for a very long time, and at first I think it was very expensive, or at least I couldn't afford it. It was like 300 euros or more, and I didn't find the need to spend that amount of money on that, and I didn't do it for a very long time. Maybe I was very young, maybe I didn't, whatever, I didn't do it for a very long time, but I got a chance to do it short while ago, a few months ago. It was very inexpensive, as in today it was about 35 euros for me here in Spain, and I thought it was a great opportunity for me to find more about my heritage. So I really did this test on the website myheritage.com, I think it is, and I have the video here on my YouTube channel. It got a lot of views and people kind of didn't understand what I was trying to say there, because I really didn't think about my DNA so much back in time. I really thought about the last 3, 4, 5 generations. I really didn't. I feel kind of stupid right now because I really didn't think about the real heritage of my DNA, the fact that for many, many years, thousands of years, humans have evolved and humans have transmitted their genes throughout history. And I really didn't understand why I have 55% Balkan DNA and then 40 something percent Greek and Southern Italian DNA, and then 2% Finnish, which I really found interesting. Some people told me, yeah, of course, because the area where Romania is was inhabited by Dacians and the Romans, and they fought, and Thracians and all that stuff, and Romans supposedly were Italian. And so I know that part of the history. I just didn't think about how it affected me at that point. It was kind of a surprise for me, and that's why the name of the video was my results surprised me, or something like that, because I was genuinely surprised at that point. I do understand now more about my DNA. So I uploaded my DNA to the website MyHeritage. So I bought it, I got the kit at home, I made the swabs and all that. I sent my DNA back and then I got the results. I made that video, and then afterwards I made another video, kind of a review video for My True Ancestry. This is a website where they compare your DNA to DNA from archaeological sites, from people that were there many years ago, like about 1000, 2000 years ago, and they compare your DNA to that one and find coincidences. So they let you know more or less where your DNA was, or parts of your DNA were found many years ago. So I did that. I did a review on it. That video is also on my channel here. I'm gonna try to link those two in the description box. And yeah, so I did those two. And another website where I found it was interesting for me to upload my DNA was on the website called genomelink.io. I'm gonna write it here for you to see it. And this is kind of different because they do give you an approximation for the origins of your DNA, or around more or less your, I'm not gonna say race, but where you're from, basically. So they tell you a lot of stuff about that. Like, for example, in my case, let me see, I need to sign in here. So you upload your DNA there and they give you 50 traits about yourself that are in a few categories. I'm gonna tell them to you in a few minutes. And you also get your ancestry summary. So that's how it's called. The thing is that when you get the website for free, so you don't have to pay absolutely anything, I think you get 1 or 2 of your approximation for your ancestry. In my case, the first one was 30.8% Northwestern Europe, which is kind of interesting because Northwestern is in the other side, whereas on MyHeritage and My True Ancestry, most of my DNA was supposed to be around the southeast of Europe, because I was kind of 55% Balkan and 40 something percent from southern Italy and Greece, so that's all located in southern Eastern Europe, like southeast, something like that. So in this case, they tell me I have 30.8% Northwestern Europe, and then the next ethnicity estimate results, they give you every week. So if you don't mind waiting, you're gonna get a lot of traits and a lot of information from this website. If you want to get more information from them faster, you're gonna have to pay certain amounts of money for different reports. So I'm just gonna make this. So I've been here for about maybe 12 weeks, something like that, about 3 months, and I got all the ethnicity estimate results. I got them here. This is how they show them to you. So you get one every week. I got 30.10% Northwestern Europe, as I was saying, 37.3% other European, which is probably like Central European or Southern European, which would make sense. However, they say I have 14.5% East European, and that doesn't sound right for me because the other two websites told me that I have more than this. East European is actually where I'm from, and it's actually where both other websites located me throughout history. I seem to have 5.6% Asian in me, which might have to do with the 2% Finnish that I got, because some people told me that that might be related to areas like Western Russia, or maybe the area that is now Ukraine, or maybe northern countries in Europe, which that could be true. On my true ancestry, I got coincidences, one in Ukraine, I think I got only one in Russia, and I also got one in kind of the Middle East countries, like just 1, 2, 3, very remote, not closely related DNA, but that could be it. I have 0.1% native people of Americas. I think some people told me that I might have the face like I could fit in some of the South American countries, but apparently, as this says, I only have 0.1% native people of the Americas, I have 0.00% Oceanian, and 0.0% African, and other, which I don't know what it is, I seem to have 11.7. I don't get this kind of information. So for me, like other European, when they say 37.3%, it seems to be in this area, which is kind of Italy and some Spain, which I'm not sure. Maybe they just won't say Mediterranean, probably. Northwestern Europe seem to be all this area, which is kind of Central and Northern Europe, which could be related since I have some ancestors from what seems to be today Germany, stuff like that. I don't really think this is accurate for me, although it could, but I'm the more I get information from different websites, the more confused I get. East European supposedly is this, which is not for me because I'm quite lower in that area. I don't really know. And then the rest of them, of course, Asian, native people of Americas, and Oceanian, and African, you know what that is. But yeah, so you get this like for free for a few weeks. So you get one of them 1 week, and then you get, after 1 week you get another one, and after 1 week you get another one, and then you have something that is called traits. So the traits is what makes it quite unique and quite interesting. I'm watching here my tablet. So the traits, as I was saying, you get 50 traits when you sign up, and they say that in the next weeks you get another 50. I think I got the rest of 50 in about 1 week or so. So you get 100 traits for free. So talking about the traits, which is the most interesting part about GenomeLink, they are categorized in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories: food and nutrition, intelligence, personality, physical, and sport. And you get a few of them when you get your free report, just for you to have about 100. And then, like for example, in my case, after about 10-12 weeks, as I was saying, I'm here for about 12 weeks, I got a message where they said to me that I was able to get 5 unlimited days where I got to see all my traits, and I decided to do this video for you to see how it is and how you can get here. So The trait categories are food and nutrition, intelligence, personality, physical, and sport. So you can invite your friends to earn exciting rewards like free genome link reports or other kind of stuff. There are some reports that you could buy if you wanted to do so. Like, for example, one is Global Ancestry Report, which has deeper information, they say go deeper than Ancestry and 23andMe with in-depth analysis. They have European report, they have Viking report, Ancient Ancestry report, and then there's another one, I don't know why this is not showing me, right? Nutrition advice, fitness advice. Like, for example, you can go on these ones, they say learn more, you go down to, like, for example, this one, they can give it to you for $24 if you want to get it. And this is kind of a sample result here. It says understand your genetics from a nutritional perspective. I thought about buying this one because I'm really interested in it, because it kind of gives you information about what foods are best for you, like the kind of vitamins or stuff that you have in your body, or the kind of stuff that you are missing in your body and you should get more of, how you break down specific nutrients in your body. It's kind of interesting. I once, let me see if I, no, just say, no, go back please. Go back please, I'm not interested here. Sample report. Let's see if we're able to open this sample report. Just one moment. Yeah, so it's downloaded. Samsung Notes, probably. No, yeah, that's a good one, I think. So I'm opening this one right now. So this is a sample report. This is how your report would look like with your information. So they tell you here, like, the food recommendations that they say these results are based on your genetic score and questionnaire score. So the kind of vitamins, the genetic score, like if you have it, if you don't have it. Like, for example, for vitamin A, they say you have a normal intake and you shouldn't get more. Like, for example, B12, you're borderline, you are in high need for it. The C vitamin, you are in high need for it. For example, folate, high need, and you really should ingest food with folate in it, or get supplements. Like, for example, in this case, vitamin A, they say that this is what it does for you, this is how it looks for you. Supposedly you are in high need if your questionnaire score is more than 2 and you have 4, so you should get it from somewhere. And what else? The kind of food that you should eat, for example, what food and the serving for it to get you to the correct numbers for it in your analysis. B12 vitamin, for example, in this case. Also the kind of foods that you should eat in order to get some more. Vitamin C food, vitamin D. You can see here it's a lot of information, which is not actually that expensive if you ask me. Like, for 40, no, I said it was $24, it kind of looks great for me. I'm actually thinking about getting this one because I'm interested to have it. Although looking at the kind of traits that you have in your body, the kind of traits that you have, you could get an idea of what you should eat and what you should not really do so. Because, for example, as I was saying, I have now 360 traits because I'm on my free week, like unlimited week. And in the case of the food, let's go to food and nutrition. Just 1 second for it to open up. I think this is the one. You can see here that we have these ones, like this one over here, like gluten sensitivity, it's here. And then there are some others that, for people who get the unlimited version of it, they say genome link research. So in the case of the stuff that doesn't say genome link research is actually from research from outside of the company. That, let me just open this one up. It can be, in the case of gluten, they say that I am more likely to be sensitive to gluten, which I don't think so, because I'm eating gluten on a daily basis and I don't feel like I feel any bad after eating it. So they ask you, how sensitive to gluten are you, or how do you think? You can say that you're not sure, or you can just give them feedback. Like, I would say 2, because I don't think I'm sensitive to gluten more than other people. And then also you have here what this is. Like, I'm trying to show you where I'm touching, but it just keeps moving. So gluten sensitivity, risk for gluten sensitivity is high when blood IgG levels are high and vice versa. And this is where you get the information and see if this is actually reliable or not, or if it's, you can see here that it says you're 50% likely to be more sensitive to gluten, 50% likely to be somewhat sensitive to gluten, and 0% likely to be less sensitive to gluten. And then here it says suggestive. You can see here that is based on only suggestive research studies, and a suggestive study has a small sample population size, or the findings are not statistically significant or validated yet. These are the reference papers and your DNA, the kind of information. You could click here on the link and it gets you to the specific study that has been made, and it's like this for every single one of the traits. Like, for example, let's go to intelligence, for example. Let me see. I don't know why this keeps showing up since I already have my 7 days for free. Like, for example, let's go to memory performance. It seems that I have quite a good memory. In this case, I said 4 because I'm at work, for example. I seem to remember a lot of stuff, and the stuff that I don't remember I just write down, so I tend to have good memory, although short time memory doesn't seem to be that good for me. So it says I have 50% higher tendency for strong memory performance and 50% for intermediate tendency for strong memory performance. They say here this is reliable because it's based on reliable research studies, and a reliable study checks these boxes: medium-sized sample population, or the findings reach statistical significance. This is very important for you to check, where it says if it's suggestive, reliable, or highly reliable, because that kind of information will show you how much you can trust the information that is shown. Like, for example, in this case, they have studied this on European population, as you can see here. So this might bring me closer to a reliable result. Scientific reliability 2 out of 4. So this kind of information is very important for you to read. Also here you can go to the study that's been made on this, like genetic variance specific to agent-related verbal memory and stuff like that. They have all this information here. Let's go back if you wish. Yeah, it got me out entirely. Yeah, never mind. Never mind me, I'm trying just to do something interesting here. This is my DNA dashboard. You can see here my ancestry result, my traits. This is whenever you, like, for example, how it works. A streak is simply how many weeks you've been active using Genomic. In order to maintain your streak, you just need to view and leave accuracy feedback on at least one trait each week. I do this sometimes when I remember. You can see here I've been here for about 12 weeks and I only got 3 here that got me some few traits packs, and then I got fitness advice report just a few days ago, and if I keep doing this I'm gonna get the fitness advice report entirely. When I get the 5 out of 5 I will get a nutrition advice report. You can see here how many weeks I would have to wait to get the nutrition advice report, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 plus 3, 13 weeks where I get here every single week and I leave feedback for 13 weeks total, and I will get my nutrition advice report, which I'll probably do because I'm interested in that one. And now that I think about it, maybe I will not spend my money on it, and I will get it probably sometime soon. You can get a personality report. You get 1 month of unlimited traits plan subscription if you get all these weeks of streak, and then the Neanderthal report, which seems also interesting, but you can see here 2 4 6 8 10 weeks straight you will have to go just to get that report after you get all the other ones. So this is very interesting. I think I will get here a new streak soon, probably. I have 1 2 3 4 weeks. I need another 4 to get the next prize, I think. So yeah, that's the streak. Let's just go back to where we were, because I got on a different track now. Let's go to dashboard once again. What else? The reports. Yeah, I was just going to tell you about the reports. Just for you to see some prices, probably. This is $59 for you to get hidden ancestral secrets, like this kind of information if you want to get it. But yeah, let's go back to reports. So the Global Ancestry Report, wellness reports, organ wellness, joint or blood wellness, mental wellness, and skincare, for example. There are some fun reports on your personality and political as well. So it's quite interesting if you ask me. Let's go back to the traits because I wanted to read some of them to you for you to see in the unlimited version how many of them there are and how interesting they are. Like for example, vegan food preference. Let's get here. Just wanted to show you the Genomlink research ones, how they show up. Like for example, this one, it says you have higher preference for vegan food. While I don't really have a higher preference for vegan food, sometimes I'm interested to try it, and some other times I don't really like very like meaty meat, like for example the beef meat, or I don't know, sometimes they are too much for me and I stick with the chicken meat and stuff like that, and more vegetables if I have the chance to do so, at least lately. So this I don't really understand, this kind of information here. And then here they say that I have 73% greater odds of presenting this trait compared with an average person. This is a Genomlink study. So they say this trait was created using Genomlink research derived from user surveys. So when I answered this on some of the traits, they get that kind of information from me and create kind of a how can I say this? They give you the information about if you're more prone to this or not based on other people that have genetic information similar to yours. So this result was based on 17 variants, and it was from a study made on 4,355 Genomlink users. So they give you more information here, and then the references here, you can see you cannot click them, but you could find this information online. Obviously you can click on the, you could copy this link here, for example, and find information about it if you want to do so. So let's go back to food and nutrition traits for you to see more of them. Like for example, high preference for fried food. Supposedly I do have that kind of preference, as this information shows here. Like soda consumptions, I do not like soda. You can see here that I have low, I have scored low on that one. High preference for fermented food, like vitamin vitamin A. Like this is kind of interesting, like the takeout preferred food versus homemade, like spicy food. Vitamin E, your response to vitamin E supplementation, folate, other kind of stuff here. This is the folate one. Blood glucose, iron, taste sensitivity to fat, caffeine, metabolite ratio, sugar intake. This is not actually right for me, because I think I tend to eat a lot of sugar. So yeah, you are less prone to higher sugar intake. This is not good for me. You can see here this is suggestive, so I don't think so. I tend to eat a lot of sugar, let's say therefore, and just get them receive this information from me. So yeah, let's go back to food and nutrition to show you some more, and then I'm gonna go to the other ones to see. Let's see, I was here, I think, like sensitive to bitter taste. Protein intake, you can see here this is low for me. So since the other one was high on vegan food, protein intake seems to be lower. Affinity for red wine, it says intermediate. I don't really like to drink red wine. I don't really like to drink in general, so this one is inaccurate as well either. What else? Magnesium, shrimp allergy, peanut allergy, milk allergy, peanut allergy, I think that was, yeah. Coffee consumption, sweet taste preference. This is also not good for me. It's not accurate for me. But you just have to go there. You have to check it. And whenever you check it and you can see that is suggestive, it is probably not that reliable. It could be, but it's probably not reliable. If you see it's reliable or highly reliable, you just see if that is correct for you or not. I did get some that were highly reliable. I'm gonna have to go back and search for them. Like for example, see here, umami food preference, raw vegetable intake. Supposedly I do have big on that one. I have scored big on that one. Let's go to the intelligence part. I seem to be like, they're like my brain arousal at resting state. Let's see if this one was one of the higher ones, because this is true for me. So while environmental conditions substantially contribute to increasing or depressing brain arousal, like the presence or absence of threat and stimuli, they are well established in their individual differences based on genetic. So I have a stronger tendency for brain arousal to persist. Oh no, this one was suggestive as well. Just let me see. I'm not sure if I get another one here that I can see with the cognitive ability maybe. Let me see. This is reliable. 3 out of 4 stars on European population. I don't really know where I've seen the highly reliable one. Maybe we'll find another one here soon. Hearing by ability is reliable. Just let's go back and talk more about some interesting, like word reading ability, education attainment, multitasking, likely to show higher performance IQ, figural fluency, face recognition ability, musical ability, figural originality, academic attainment in science, brain aging, non-word reading ability, what else? Logical thinking, intracranial volume, impact of number of siblings on non-verbal intelligence. Let's see if this one, not this one. I don't think this one was the highly reliable one. Well, let's see, this is suggestive as well. Let's go to other traits. It seems that physical traits are the one that get more more of them. I think this one was the one, the likely to try to go to sleep later. Let's see. Oh no, this is also suggestive, but I do try to sleep later. I never sleep early unless I'm sick. So that one was a good one. What else? Snoring, sleep duration, sleep behavior, morningness, tanning, job-related exhaustion, motion sickness, freckles, earlobe size, calorie consumption, adipose tissue, height. This one is accurate for me because I'm not very tall. So this one, you can see here, it's highly reliable. I have stronger tendency to be short, although I have 31% for the other ones. That might be because I have family members that are tall, so probably I got some of those genes in my body, but probably they are deactivated because I'm quite short right now. So it says, based on at least one highly reliable research study, and here you can have the information. You see there are 4 different studies with 3 out of 4 scientific reliability that show that I could probably be short. There's another one here. You can see here scientific reliability 4 out of 4 for all these studies. So this is actually extremely reliable for me right now. So yeah, there are many traits. I will stop this here. There are many traits that you can find on this website and that you can just have fun with. I really had a lot of fun seeing all the kind of information that my DNA actually shows, and I'm quite interested to know how many more there are out there, because I feel like the DNA, we just scratched the surface of it. We don't know anything about it, and I think that is why I'm so interested in this one, because it seems that the following years are going to be very important in terms of knowing our most intricate information that is actually so small inside of ourselves that make us who we are. So if you like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to know more about human genetics. And if you end up uploading your DNA to genomelink.io, don't forget to leave me a comment and talk to me about the kind of information that you found interesting. I really have to say also that although you have about 360 traits on that website, you have to know that many of them are just suggestive. There are very few of them that have highly reliable studies. Most of them seem to be reliable or suggestive. There are some that are highly reliable, and you have to check that kind of information if you want to know if that is actually accurate based on your genetics or not. And also you have to think that there are some things that have to do with the way that you've been raised. Like, for example, a person, I've seen studies that have shown that about, I don't know how many years back, they found information about the fact that people in Northern Europe, I think that the study said, they fed their sons better than their daughters, so their daughters didn't get to be as tall as their genetics said that they are going to be. So that is, on one hand, it is related to genetics, but on the other hand, if they don't get enough food, they're not going to be able to grow as tall as they were supposed to be. So you have to keep in mind this kind of information. As always, it's kind of based on statistic information and based on specific genetic information, but sometimes it might be both of them working at the same time, and it's probably going to be reliable or not based on your specific DNA information. So yeah, I already said goodbye and proceeded to talk for about 2 minutes more. So just wanted to let you know that I'm going to see you again in one of my next videos. And if you like this video, don't forget to press the like button and check my shorts, because those are fast and easy to see. And let me know if you want to know anything specific about human DNA or human genetics, and I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, bye. See you in one of my next videos.